I really can't believe that I just found this hack out. I've wasted so much money that I could have saved. Hey, what's up? I'm Callie, and if you're new here, I like doing reviews on all things cozy, mostly cozy games, but also anything else I want to review, like movies, TV shows, music, so let me know what you're interested down below. But today, we are talking about how you can get tons of free, popular, cozy games right now. Buckle up. I just discovered that on Netflix, they have a whole library of games that are free with your subscription. Now, to put this in perspective, I pay for a Netflix subscription, a monthly subscription. I think it's like maybe $7.99 a month. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll look it up and insert it here. And I know for a fact I've spent collectively over $7.99 on all of these games that I'm gonna name here. So worth it. Obviously, don't go out of your way if you don't have a Netflix account, but if you have been eyeing some of these games, especially some that are more on the pricey side, it might be worth it because then you can watch some shows on Netflix that you've been wanting to catch up on. So all you do to access these games is go to the Netflix app either on your mobile phone, on your desktop, your laptop, or even on your TV. Jumping in here, I actually checked. They have the games available to view on desktop, but it looks like all of them are mobile games, so they'll just bring you to a QR code of that game. So you actually can't play it on your desktop, and I'm assuming you can't play it on the TV. So you can only play these on mobile games, although you can see them on desktop and TV, if that makes sense. Go log in and you'll see right at the top, and this is why I feel like so dumb because it's literally right at the top. You'll see all the mini games. I think I at first blacked this out when I was on Netflix. One, because I'm trying to go watch reality TV, trash TV. That's usually what I do when I'm on Netflix, if I'm being honest. But also, I thought that a lot of these games are just kind of like cheap mobile games that no one really wants to play. But no, they have some great ones here. So we're gonna go through all my top recommendations of games that you need to get for free if you have a subscription. The first game is a cozy gaming cult classic, Spiritfarer. This game is truly life-changing. I will say trigger warning involving grief and death. If those are topics that you just can't handle right now, I would stay away from it. The plot of it is you are the new Spiritfarer and you are transitioning spirits into the afterlife. There's varying degrees of this. There are some spirits that you become really bonded with. You run around doing different tasks in order to complete their life. And this is a cozy game. You have fishing, you get to run around town, you get to talk to people. I would say that is very Animal Crossing-esque. There is more like action-y types, definitely, but nothing too strenuous. But just the varying degrees of the spirits. There are some spirits who you get annoyed at and still sad that they're gone, and some leave too soon. You don't feel finished with them. I don't want to spoil too much about this game just because it truly is beautiful and truly is a game I could see myself going back and back to. And this game is usually $30. I've seen it as low as $15, and actually right now in the Nintendo store it's only $4.49. So honestly, if you don't have a subscription but you still want this game, now is the time to get it. I'm filming this on the April 15th. It looks like it ends on the 28th. Sorry if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at my laptop. So you can definitely scoop that game up, but if you have a Netflix subscription, no need to buy it. This is free. So Spiritfarer is my number one game I think you need to get free. My next game is actually two games. So for number 2, I would recommend Oxenfree and Oxenfree 2. It's a story-based game, so it's not necessarily a click and point, you do navigate back and forth. It's very dialogue heavy, and it's basically a spooky story. I don't want to give any spoilers, so basically you go to an island and some weird stuff starts happening, and you need to work through why it's happening and maybe solve some of your own mysteries as well. Now, this is a game where your decisions do affect the outcome, so make sure that you are really paying attention and making the right choices. Also, just a warning for this one too, it can get a bit spooky. I would not call it a horror game by any means, but it is something where if you're playing it at night and you're home alone, it can be kind of freaky. Okay, maybe that's me, maybe I'm just I'm usually kind of good with that that stuff though. I like horror movies. So heads up that this can be a bit spooky. Oxenfree you can get in the Nintendo eStore right now for $10, which I think is also a pretty good deal for the amount of content you get with this game. It did take me a good chunk of time to get through it. And then Oxenfree 2, which continues the story, is $20. So if you wanted to play both of these games, you'd be spending around $30. But with the Netflix subscription, again, these are both free. I don't need to keep repeating myself, but I just feel so annoyed. I bought both of these games a while ago, so Netflix I don't think even had mobile games, but just thinking of all the money I could have saved is frustrating. So now I'm hoping you guys can save money through this. So Oxenfree 1, Oxenfree 2, highly recommend, go grab them. Number 3 on our list, some folks may not consider a cozy game, but that's okay. I still think that it should make this list of games that are worth your time to get for freaking free, and it is Hades. Hades usually costs around $25. It is on sale right now for 6 days, and it's on sale for $8.74, and I think that that's a great price for this game. Hades is a rogue-like game, meaning that you're not going to beat the game all in one go. You'll die many times, but each time you die, you will learn things or get a new weapon or become stronger in some way. And I have really grown to appreciate those games. My next video is actually going to be on a roguelike that just came out called Blueprints. So subscribe if you want to see that video. It's going to be coming very soon. In Hades, you are Hades and you're trying to escape the underworld. By doing this, you need to fight through various monsters and obstacles, and you run into familiar Greek gods and goddesses along the way, like Athena and Zeus. But again, as I mentioned, this one is very combat heavy, so if that's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But I really do think that this game is very accessible, even if you're not the best with combat games. So hey, it's free, give it a try. Game number 4, we're getting back to the cozy games, is Storyteller. Storyteller is a puzzle game where you basically need to build a story in order to complete what the title says. For example, if the prince saves the princess, you need to physically place the prince and the princesses in the different story panels to make the outcome what the title says. And there's many ways to go wrong with this. And I will say there are lots of challenging levels with this. It starts out easy to kind of warm you up, but there were some that I legitimately could not figure out and had to eventually look up. I think the animations are fun. I think the stories are fun. They throw lots of little twists in them, and there's also sometimes lots of different ways that you can solve a story. This is one that you should definitely grab. I think that this was more of a mobile game. I'm not sure if you can get it on Switch, but on Steam right now it says it's $15 originally, but I guess they are having a promotion to April 26th. Wow, this should just be a what's on sale video. They are having a promotion and it's only $9.89 right now. Would I pay $9.89 originally for it? Maybe. It is a very simple puzzle game, but I will say there is a good amount of content. Okay, the next game on my list may surprise a few, because I have talked about how I didn't quite like this game personally, but I do think if you can get this game for free, there are a lot of people out there that really enjoyed this game, and I do think it's really conducive to a mobile game that will really force you not to play like a long period of time. I'm someone who really likes to binge games, and if I find a game I like, I will just play it and play it and play it until I'm sick of it. But it is Cozy Grove. I definitely think that if you can get this game for free, it's worth it. I think I got it for $6, but this is originally $15 on the Switch. This one is also on sale right now. I just need to put that at the beginning of my video. A lot of these are on sale right now, and this will be on sale for the next 2 days, so until April 17th at $7.24. I personally don't think you should pay over $4 for this, but again, it's because you can only really play an hour-ish of gameplay a day until it physically stops you, and then you have to come back the next day. It's a cute game. It is very cozy. It is mostly fetching quests. You're dropped on an island, and all these different spirit bearers will have different requests that you need to fulfill, and a lot of the times it is just going and finding those items. That's not usually a deal breaker for me, but I think that because there wasn't a lot of variety in the game, there wasn't really anything else to do if you weren't doing that. And then again, you can only play for an hour. If you can get this game for free, yes, I think it's worth it. If you can't, I don't really think it's worth it, personally. The next game I wouldn't call a traditional cozy game either. I personally say this is kind of cozy though. You guys will just have to tell me what you think. But oh my god, I lost count. What are we on? 6? Game 6, surprisingly, is Civilization 6. Now, I grew up playing Civ 4, I think, or is it Civ 5? One of those games I grew up playing. And when I say I was addicted, I was addicted. I would come home from school, play this game every day, play with friends all the time. It is so much fun. You build a civilization from the ground up, but it's a board game strategy game. So you can only do so many things in your turn. It's kind of like Catan if you play Catan, but a little bit more complicated. But then you eventually expand so much that you run into other nations that you can either trade with or conquer, you know, and then you keep building. And as time goes on, you get newer inventions and you eventually reach the future. So I haven't played Civ 6 personally because it's been a little too pricey for me. They actually just released Civ 7, and right now I think it's $60 or $70 to buy that. Oh my gosh, so I actually just looked it up on Steam right now. Civ 6 is going for $60, so it's almost the same as the price that Civ 7 is. This is a pricey game, and you can get it for free on Netflix. I know I keep saying that, but I just am so shook right now. This is a game that I will be getting. I know that from game to game, some of the game mechanics change, but this is a very positive review on Steam compared to Civ 7, which actually has some fairly negative reviews right now. Save that money. No one should be spending $60 to play a game. And don't even get me started on the Switch 2 prices, okay? And that's all of my recommendations. Do you have any games that you saw on Netflix that you think would be good? Let me know down below. Also, are there any other topics you'd like me to cover? Comment down below, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.